Hi guys, I'm back on Ball Sense, and wow, I must say, what a game I watched yesterday. Real Madrid versus Ajax, and it was just an amazing game. Uh, both teams, I thought Real Madrid were in it. They had played well for a bit, but obviously we have to talk about Ajax. Great game for a football fan in general, for the neutrals. The passing, the skills. It was a proper top level Champions League game, and that's what football's all about. That's what you want it to be about. And the reason I'm making this video is simply because, you know, there were a few things that I noticed, and I was act- I was pretty shocked about it, and I was upset about it, to say the least. Um, to start off, um, Ajax beating Real Madrid is no surprise. Let me just start off by saying that. If anybody who watched the first leg saw the game, watched the full game, and not just the highlights, you would know that even though Real did win 2-1, that Ajax were still in this game. That that they had a few chances, they could have taken some few chances better, and a little bit of luck was not on their side. They had the VAR offside thing, which for me, I don't know. Still didn't understand the decision. Apparently, it was offside. Some were saying it was a push, interfering with play. Make of that what you want, but they didn't have the luck. And if a neutral person like me watched that game, you knew that Ajax were in this and they had a shout. Not only that, if those that have watched Ajax this season, they have been a team that plays a certain way. So it's 4-3-3 again, the Johan Cruyff philosophy, and they play attacking football. They go for the win. This is not to say that they're unbeatable because they have defensive issues. Bayern Munich scored three against them. They can concede goals. They lost to Feyenoord in the league 6-2. They lost to PSV 3-0. They're not even on the top of their own domestic league, the Eredivisie. And yeah, so this is not a surprise, but at the same time, they, if you watch Ajax, you know that if you're not on it on the day, they can punish you. And they are a very good attacking side and they can't be taken lightly. And what upset me and shocked me a lot was some of the media outlets and what they were saying about Ajax. Even if you look at media right now, it's everyone's talking about Real Madrid and the downfall of Real Madrid. But I think that they need to give more credit to Ajax. Um, Ajax have been doing this for a while now. They reached the Europa League final a few years back, lost to Manchester United, and they have pretty much the same squad. The core of the squad is still the same, and yeah, they added some few players, experienced players. Tadic from Southampton. They added Daley Blind. I think they re-signed him, and Lassie Schöne. They changed his position. They've moved him into a more defensive midfield position, and it's worked wonders for him. It's rejuvenated his career, and they have a proper balance now, and not just the young players. But Ajax have been playing like this and have been a threat for a while now. So it's not something new. It's not something to get shocked about. But the media outlets were portraying Ajax as a wounded animal, and for me, I didn't really get that. Arsene Wenger, who was on the studio giving the match commentary, for me again, I love Arsene Wenger. I respect what he stands for. Um, I respect what he's achieved, but he said that after the first leg that there are three teams guaranteed a place in the knockout round in the quarterfinal, that being Tottenham, PSG, and Real Madrid. And I was completely baffled because for me, I expected a person like Arsene Wenger, who has 20 plus years of experience, to know that Ajax possessed the threat. They outplayed Real Madrid in the first leg, and the fact that Sergio Ramos was suspended was another factor that you at least had to give them a chance, you know. And for me, that's what really surprised me and shocked me, that a man of that much football wisdom did not recognize that and hence did not communicate it to the millions of people watching, because then I feel they would have known more and would have been more knowledgeable about Ajax as a team. So That was one, and I feel like some of the media, the commentators and the players, except for Ruud Gullit, who's a Dutch icon, a legend, former Milan player, he was the one that believed in Ajax and said they had a chance. But if you look at the commentators, for example, the Lasse Schön free kick, the commentator was surprised. Now, Lasse Schön is a free kick specialist. You know, he has he's a free kick specialist, and Ronaldo, Messi, Juninho, um, Shalinoglu, anyone who's a free kick specialist, you have seen them score goals from that angle. You know, it's nothing new. If there is a free kick, it's a set piece specialist on the ball, and you get it that angle, there is a chance that they might go for goal from there. Obviously, it doesn't always happen, but if there is someone that is a free kick specialist, especially from that angle with the right foot, you always have to think that he would score. But the commentators completely dismissed it and said, you know, that it was unbelievable that he went for goal, and that they were even questioning whether he meant it or he was trying to go for a cross. And if you watch the goal back, you will clearly see that he did go for a goal. So there's nothing to be surprised about there. But all in all, Ajax, for me, just played a really superb game, managed the game well, and just gave us one of the best games of the Champions League. For me, Tadic again, that assist, that assist was a dream assist. Like, even if you play PlayStation, I think you would struggle to have an assist like that where you dribble three players, a 360 and a through pass. It was just brilliant. So congratulations to Ajax, and this team can go far, people. You know, this team has big potential. They could be broken up at the end of the year. That's a whole nother topic for another video maybe, but this team can go far. It depends whom they get in the quarterfinal. Obviously, the teams are strong. But that being said, also defensively, they can also be counterattacked. So don't get me wrong when I say like they're not an unbeatable team. They can be beaten, but they are definitely not one to sleep on, and they're a dangerous side. So fair play to Ajax, and I'm looking forward to see who they get in the next round, because whoever they get, it's going to be a great game for football, for the neutrals. And the football, you always know with Ajax that they're going to play attacking, entertaining football. So all in all, it's a win-win for football fans in general. But yeah, that's it for me, and I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you haven't watched the game, you should watch the game. I would recommend you not just watch the highlights, but try to look for the whole game, the full game, full match replay. And there are a lot of moments in the game that for a football fan you'll enjoy, that maybe some of them didn't lead to highlights, didn't make the highlights, but there are a lot of moments in the game that are quite interesting. So yeah, that's it from me. I'll be back talking more about football and providing a sensible outtake on events that happen. If you'd like to know more, or you have any topic in mind that you'd want to know something about, or you'd want to understand a different opinion or gain some perspective, do comment and I'll get to it. And for now, see you later.